All right.
All right.
With that,
All right.
let's recap. What do you remember from session 1? It's your birthday, Sly. You get a recap.
Lol.
Happy birthday, Dubu licking your cake. It's your birthday.
I'm
Too
just gonna
late, you're
read
doing
Hazard's
it.
notes.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hazard's note's gonna give me the detail I need, right?
Yeah.
Sure. We take a giant tumble into an unknown area of Witherbloom, but not everyone knows where we are. Some just don't know how to roll their dice. Finnick, Lorelai, and August find each other and make their way into a clearing, hearing the voices of 2 other unknown people, possibly students, random individuals also arguing. The 3 of them make brief introductions. Finnick then gives August a nickname, Augie. And unfortunately, the ground starts to rumble. Something not so great is about to happen. Nim, Skyla, and Cassius also find themselves lost. They make their way through the mud before running into each other and making brief introductions. A viney hand grabs Nim and proceeds to slap him back and forth like the slapping dummy man before successfully freeing himself.
It was funny.
It was. There is something strange about the vines. Something strange about the woad and the 2 awakened vines that appear before Cassius and Skyla. Cassius, brains and all, informs the others of what they are before throwing a vial of acid at one and missing. Has terrible aim. Good to know for later. Lorelai blasts one with the ray of frost and Nim slices it with a rapier. Skyla hits the creature with a chill touch. There's a green glow that comes from the awakened vine and it smells putrid and like death, which will cause problems in the near future. The dark-skinned, light-haired individual fires a slingshot that shoots bursts of fire at the woad, and the pink-haired student gives bardic inspiration to Lorelai. Finnick speaks to the ground and Sylvan before casting Entangle, causing vines to grow up around the 2 awakened vines, and Nim and Skyla. It captures all of them but one of the awakened vines. So instead of helping, really, he's causing more problems. Cassius notices that the vines created by Finnick are more like what awakened vines should look like. Additionally, Finnick's vines seem to bloom and then vanish as if shifting through the plains with a multitude of different flowers. Peonies, dahlias, violets, daffodils, daisies, azaleas. Occasionally, there's hooks and barbs and thorns that appear to rapidly grow and then snap, as if the magic was being held in check, as if it wants to have rapid growth, but something or someone is holding it at bay. He feels some familiarity with it. August fires an arrow at one of the enemy awakened vines, hitting it, and the awakened vine appears to begin to shrink. With each hit, the awakened vines get smaller and smaller until they disappear into oblivion. Cassius picks up a stone and throws it at a vine like a child, smashing a hole through it. Before it fades, it unleashes a horrible scent, covering Nim, making him sick, making him vomit and throw up everywhere because that putrid, disgusting thing I mentioned before, poor Nim is now covered in it forever. One of the awakened vines speaks an unfamiliar language to Nim before smashing him. Nim did not understand. It's a shame. The other awakened vine and Finnick's vines begin flirting. What the fuck? That's right, vines were flirting, and all of us were extremely confused that they were talking to each other in the language of plants. And Lorelai strikes it with a crossbow bolt, thus ending the shortest romantic relationship ever seen in a D&D game. Nim continues to vomit one last time before getting it under control, but he fails to free himself from Finnick's entangle, still stuck in the vines of flowers and briars. Skyla shouts in frustration at Finnick for being unable to get free because what an idiot! Why did you have to capture us? Couldn't you do anything right? And August hits the remaining awakened vine with a shadow arrow, causing it to explode into another cloud of nastiness. After combat ends, August briefly catches sight of someone behind him. It appears to be a muddy and dirty-looking kitsune who immediately ducks out of sight after realizing they've been noticed. Cassius simultaneously notices what appeared to be a young fairy woman in a nearby tree who quickly flits and flutters before vanishing from the sight. August, Cassius, Finnick, Nim, Lorelai, and Skyla all gather in the middle of the clearing, making further introductions. The brainstorm on how to get back to campus. They speak about the people that had been spotted around them, and there seems to be a cloud that comes over Finnick's expression when he asks what color the Fae's wings were. Cassius determines that they may be close to the detention bog based on the slimy nature of the area, as well as many dangerous creatures that are housed there. And, of course, getting to know each other, there's always the things that, get lost in translation. Not everyone knows what each other is capable of, and of course, Finnick decides that he has to show off. Being able to fly, he takes flight to investigate where they are, and August vigilantly watching for any signs of danger about. He notices all the sounds of the bugs that begin to fade, and it feels as if something is watching the group. It could be that there are dangerous creatures around, and Finnick is not necessarily aware, and there seems to be somebody in the distance. A person, somebody walking, making sounds, and as Finnick pulls out his pan flute and begins to play, the person who's walking starts to whistle along with him and comes to find the students, and there we meet Apple, who says that everything is going to be okay. He seems very disturbed at the notion of the other students that were here in this area, but also very much disturbed at the fact that Nim smells like a pile of shit. Because it means that Nim, or anyone who has been around and in this detention bog, could possibly, if not, most definitely will die. But don't worry, Apple says everything is okay. Don't worry. The group portals back to the campus in search of the doctor in order to help keep death at bay. And as we're on our way, we're stopped by a very cute woman with ram horns and curly pink hair, Olivine Everhart, who seems to be nervous, stopping the group to inquire why they're not at orientation. It seems to me that Olivine actually doesn't know where she needs to be. But she's relying on the PP squad to get them through it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Olivine clarifies that she is a professor and then states that she will accompany the group so that they do not get in trouble. Clearly, she really doesn't know where she's going, but then we reach the nurse's office. There's no one there. The group assumes the doctor is probably at orientation, as would be expected, and so we all go into the bathroom with stinky, smelly Nim. Oh, wait, he's not smelly anymore. But we go into the bathroom for the PP pact and kick Olivine out and pretend that we actually did have to go to the bathroom in order to form a plan about finding the doctor at orientation. When we step out of the bathroom, we see another professor, somebody who clearly knows Nim, but I guess that's a story for another time. If you want to hear more about what happened in the last session, all the small little details that tell you about each of our characters, make sure to visit both Void Doll's YouTube channel and my own for the uploaded VODs and specials and very cool things, including the music you saw today in the very beginning of the stream. You're welcome.
Woo! Yay!
Thank you, Hazard, for the notes, because Jesus fuck.
What do you mean?
That's so many words.
What do you mean? You did great.
PP Pact!
What do you mean?
Hashtag PP Pact.
You did great.
You did.
You did fantastic. You did amazing. And it's your birthday.
I beg of us. Can we just say the pact?
What do you mean? You don't like that?
I'm on my knees.
Alright, you're gonna have to fix it in character if it happens.
I did.
We're now talking to Finnick, who is just gonna hold. I mean, he called Augie, he called August Augie. That's not even his name. You've now introduced the PP Pact. It is the PP Pact forever and always.
Yeah, I have reservations about that.
Oh, thank you.
Trust me, if this becomes a legit thing, Lorelai will have words.
You don't know. But with all of that being said, we begin tonight's session exactly where we left off. In the courtyard, where a dapper, albeit slightly intimidating looking gentleman approached Nim. You look like you're in trouble. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Done deal.
Let's roll it again. Woo!
Yeah, let's go. I got a 9.
Solid.
I made this save last time and I failed.
Well, I was just gonna give everyone another chance to roll it.
Are we all rolling? Sorry.
So everyone, go ahead
All
and
rolling wisdom save?
yeah,
Oh.
go ahead.
No,
and roll.
I failed harder this time.
Oh no.
I got a 2 instead of an 8.
Oh no. Oh
fine.
no.
I choose to be afraid of this faculty member.
At 15.
We're putting it in dice box,
Me
yeah?
too.
I got 17. I know I failed last time.
Let's go 15s.
Anybody get an 18?
No.
Oh no, is that what you have to get?
No.
As this faculty member steps up to you, the crowd parts like butter on a hot knife, sliding away from the doctor as he holds a long-fingered, gloved hand out to shake yours, Nim. Malachi Vex, but you can call me the doctor. I noticed a lot of you were late. Busy, were you?
Well, sometimes you get lost. I'm sure you wouldn't hold that against anyone. First day at school and all that.
What's your name, young man?
I'm Nim, actually. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Do you shake his hand?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay. It's casual. You don't sense any intimidation, but your guts are telling you to run.
Oh, Nim's feeling like running all right, but he plasters on a smile nonetheless.
See me after orientation.
Oh, happy to. Absolutely.
All of you. I'll meet you in my office.
That'd be a pleasure.
You reek of Witherbloom. And he lets you go, Nim. And as he does, it's only one finger at a time that releases. And the last couple are like click, 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 pop, pop, pop.
Nim's skin is crawling. Hairs are up on the back of his neck. He's trying his level best not to let that show.
And then his eyes glance beyond you, Nim, and they land on you, Skyla, specifically. But everybody watches. Underneath the first set of eyes, thin slits open. Oh. Hello. I'll see you all in my office after orientation. And he turns and steps away. The crowd cleaving like butter once again. As this tall, wide of shouldered but very narrowed waist gentleman easily moves. No malice, no purposeful intimidation. Just a sliding, slick countenance. A second later, an identical shiver races down all of your spines. Every one of you at the same time. What do you do?
Well, that was pleasant.
What did we do to that guy?
I actually found that to be quite disturbing.
Yeah, I don't think you're the only one.
Don't say. Oh. I'd really rather not go see him afterwards. I don't think I appreciate. I don't.
I think it'd be worse if we don't.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
think I'd rather die. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'd rather not be. No, not worth it. No.
I feel like you might die if you don't go.
If I
Yeah, that's kind of my line of thinking too.
That's my two
He's
talking.
gonna have to hold my hand. I'm not going in there fucking alone. If he asks me to go in there alone, absolutely not.
We'll be here.
Yeah,
Your
do you think he's
attendance
a...
may suffer if you do not go.
So you're offering to hold my hand then? What's your name again? Green Man?
Cassius.
Cassius, you're gonna hold my hand, right? You'll carry me in there. I'm small.
If that is what it takes.
Good, then that's what's gonna. I'm not going in there unless somebody's taking me.
He's just gonna come scoop you up.
Not right now. After orientation, we're supposed to be. He said after. We're not even. We have to go.
Attention, students. Oh, picture's blurry. My apologies. Let's refresh roll 20 unless it's not blurry for you. A different kind of feeling slides over the crowd. A booming, powerful voice slides overhead. Attention, please. First years, you will move over to my right. You will take the courtyard there and be assigned your general studies teacher. This general studies teacher will eventually represent you first years in the Mage Tower Games. For the time being, please, first years, make your way to the right. Second years and above, stay for further announcements. If you have any questions, you can meet me at the archway, first years. And as she steps down, her feet are dragon-like, a gargoyle. Click, 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 lending her quite a significant height over the crowd. She stands a 6'4" at her full height, magnificent silver-grayed wings tucked in her back, a long dress with pauldrons, breastplate, hip guards, lending her a regal feeling. I need everyone to make an insight check as she passes the rest of the faculty up on the dais.
Oh, heck yes.
I got a 6.
Okay, you miss it.
I feel like that 2's got me real shaken up. I got a 4.
Okay, you also miss it.
10 here.
24.
17, 24,
And
get
si-
it? 16
And
gets it?
16.
16. Okay, you 3 get it. The rest of you, you do not. When this professor passes the headmaster, there is a moment where her tail flicks, and there is a rumor. Races with tails, when they are displeased, if their tail is prehensile, that means capable of wielding weapons, cups, cooking, cleaning, whipping, movable, can use to climb, prehensile limb. It has a very difficult time hiding its emotions when it's displeased, happy, sad, and the flick is aggravated. And it only happens as she passes him. And then she steps down from the dais, offering students slightly thin, stiff smiles. She seems uncomfortable in a crowd. Her wings sort of tuck in a bit. But she carries herself tall, unafraid, and moves to that portion of the courtyard, waiting for all of you. What do you do?
Better not keep them waiting.
I agree. We're already in trouble.
I'm excited to have a normal moment.
I don't think that's going to be here.
Suppose we're shuffling that way then.
I guess.
Just shuffle.
As a group, we're shuffling as a group.
Shuffling and sauntering.
As you make your way over, you see that there are several other freshmen alongside you. Variety of races, ages even. There is among you one freshman that looks to be somewhere in their mid-50s. He's got a beard, hair pulled back, some white laced in there. Just a typical grumpy expression. Tries to stay as far away from the kids as possible. Likewise, mirroring that guy's expression, there's a very tall, you're not sure, amber eyes, dark skin, curving horns, but no tail. Maybe tiefling that's tailless, maybe. You don't know if it's actually culturally appropriate to talk to a tiefling and say, hey, where's your tail, bud? But also a looming presence. there's a kid with wings, feathered, beautiful, kind of hugging his middle. He's got a toothpick in his mouth, and he looks bored. But when he spots the lot of you, in particular Finnick, there's a glitter in his eyes as they ripple like starlight. And then his eyes cut away. And he looks back to the professor. I need all of you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
420. I've got no extras.
I got a 16.
Ooh. Very good.
21.
Wow.
22.
Oh.
15?
We're a
Good.
smart bunch.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that makes sense for Finnick.
Shut up. It's a 14. I'm not stupid.
Is that still 14? That's not bad.
Listen, intelligence is one of my greater skills, all right? Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. What did Finnick get?
14.
He.
No.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, of course.
Here we go.
Everyone
Chaos raid.
everyone except for Finnick. You recognize the pink-haired individual, the dusky-skinned individual with the white hair, and I think it was Cassius that saw the sprite in the tree, though she is average size, standing at exactly 5 foot even, wings tucked down and hidden underneath a cloak, but beautiful mint green hair done loose with slight ribbons holding pieces of it back. She makes eye contact with you and then seems to disappear among the taller kids, or the taller academics. Because you aren't children. You're all adults. You're of age. Let it be known. I said it here.
That's important.
It's fine. Yeah!
I need an adultier adult.
My entire college
Do I
existence.
see any of them? Like, I might not recognize them. Well, do I just not look at them at all?
You're so caught up in everyone, Finnick.
Okay.
You're like,
That-
that guy's got to be a harpy, the one that just looked at me. Or maybe not. Maybe he's an Aarakocra. That guy's a Loxodon. I've heard of them. I've read of them. Oh my gosh, it's a shifter. You see an owlin,
I've read about in books.
small, feathery, running across the commons to an archway with trails of ink and papers floating after them. No backpack to be seen. Trails of homework just floating magically. You see up in the sky the archways as they shift. You can imagine flitting in between the stones. There's this slight luminescence around these archways, and the dawn bow, the dawn bow humming with magic. You can feel it. This campus is alive. It is alive in a way that is glorious and amazing and wonderful, and you cannot wait to meet the plants. Heavens, you wonder who's their gardener. And then your attention is drawn by a sharp whistle as the gray-skinned professor clears her throat. I am Professor Yothis, but you will call me Yol, or just Professor is good enough. The choices that you will make today will define your course year of studies. Your first year, you are unaffiliated with a college. You can expect that you will take courses from every college, and you will learn which will fit your particular set of skills. You may choose up to 6 teammates. There is an even number of you. This is possible to split yourself among the number. You have 1 minute starting now.
I say PP pact. PP pact.
Okay,
I
first of
will-
all, can
I
we
resent that
make a
name.
decision on a name?
Fine, just a pact. Whatever you're gonna fucking say, but stick together.
Of course I want to stick together. We're bonded. We're best friends at this point.
I mean, you're the only people I know so far.
I don't really. I mean, we can meet other people. If you don't want to be together, I don't mind. I can say
No.
but I just figured it was easier, and then we don't waste time. And I'm sure we have like 10 seconds left, anyways. And introducing yourself, and I mean, there's plenty of things to say.
After our experiences in the bog, we know each other better than we know ourselves.
Right.
We're sticking together.
Trauma bonding. Not healthy.
Is that true?
You saw me throw up 3 times consecutively.
Can we not keep bringing that up?
This arrangement does seem more efficient than meeting new people.
10 seconds.
Also, I think we're all poisoned, so we're probably going to want to compile our information together. I choose all Levine, by the way. If we're choosing teachers.
The one that I gave the flower to.
Yes.
She was nice.
Yeah.
Right. Looks like we're a team, and it sounds like.
Do team members hold hands? Hold hands. Okay. Hands. Huh? Cassie's?
I am not there yet.
Why are we? Why?
Buddy, you said we're the pact, right?
Oh, I'm all
my
sweaty,
hand.
but yes.
Oh, hold my
I'll hold your hand. You
Oh.
got me.
I love it. Thank you. That's so nice of you. How about you, Lorelai? You're nice. You can hold my hand too. I've got other places you can hold Skylar if hands aren't your thing.
You know what? I'll pass, but thank you.
May I touch your wing?
To be honest with you, I actually think that it'd be best if I hit them right now, just because there's so many people, and I don't really maybe later.
Very well. I find them to be quite fascinating.
It'd be quite depressing if you accidentally ripped one off.
Oh, please, they're quite delicate. Don't do that. You could touch my shoulder if you're really interested.
Very well. And he'll just place his big hand on your shoulder.
We'll be a team.
A team, the pact.
Right here.
Pact.
Professor Yule says, very well. Your next obstacle in choice, follow me. Your pictures will be taken for your student ID. Do not lose this. On the back of your ID, you will find a crystal mechanism. This is a mechanism that will allow you to send messages to one another and tap into the school's social media. It is highly regulated. So, if any of you are thinking of breaking the rules, just know that I am also in charge of detention.
Understood.
And as she says that, there's a gust of heat and then cold that goes through the entire crowd. And her wings kind of
Go back to detention.
twitch. The rules are simple. When you are assigned a dorm, you will follow the dorm guidelines. When you are assigned a job, which you will get to choose at our job fair, you will be prompt and do your duties as you should. No one is allowed out after dark, for the exception of detention or liaison with a professor. These are for tutoring purposes only, and
I like I should just
You'll-
specify that.
you watch
You
as
like nudging.
Professor Yole turns to Seti, and not Seti, the dusky-skinned, white-haired person, and they scoff. You mean that can't suck as many? And the pink-haired guy is like, shoo! Don't worry, Professor. They're not going to say anything. It's all right. Shh. And what's funny, for the 6 of you, Finnick mutters under his breath something similar. Finnick?
I find it kind of funny that shit to, clarify that. Liaison only for tutoring.
I understand that you are of age. However, you are not allowed on school days to drink at Bow's End Tavern, should you choose to. I will take you to the Erigant Field myself, and I will coach you how to play Mage Tower. And someone's like, oh god! And then someone else in the crowd is like, me! Me! She says, who said that? And then there's like snickers and giggles. And a couple older students that are in uniform jump up from the lot of you and rush off. She goes...
I'm here.
You see that she goes to go after them, but pauses because you're her duty right now.
Nim politely raises his hand.
Yes.
About the drinking, I respect that and absolutely intend on honoring it. I am curious, is it a creative disciplinary test, or is there a history behind that rule?
Do you think you're going to fail it? What was your name?
Oh, Nim, pleasure. No, I don't think I am. I'm legitimately I have an interest in the history of the school.
She takes a breath and there's a beat of silence. And before she can answer you, there's a hush that goes over the crowd. And a different professor steps up. He's scarred, dark-skinned, hair in tight braids and dreads. Piercing blue eyes, hands folded behind his back.
Some students have gone missing on campus. Last year, a group of 3 drinking at Bow's End on a Thursday. They didn't show up for class on Friday.
And Yol makes a gesture. This is Professor Aurelius. And he kind of bows to everybody. He will be a general studies teacher as well as defense against... Well, you'll see. For you newbies, for you first years, the second largest choice that you will make after separating into your teams, your classes, is choosing who your homeroom teacher would be, and Professor Aurelius is among our top-rated, though new, this year. And Aurelius says, "It is a pleasure."
Pleasure's all mine.
Pleasure.
Very nice to meet you. Guys, I did not mean to set the mood that weird. My bad.
Can I ask a question?
Who you? Yeah, they look at you.
I mean, you said they didn't show up for class on Friday, but I mean, didn't it mean that they just had a really, really good night on Thursday and they were too hungover to show up for class? So you mean they're like gone forever?
Iolthus goes to answer, and Aurelius cuts her off.
Only one of them was found, mangled, in the swamp, 2 days later. I was called in to investigate, and my investigation continues. So now I am a teacher, and I will be happy to teach my class how to hunt things in the dark. Because magic is well and good, but there are mages that use the Sanctus Arcanum and the Shadow Weave.
And Yol kind of twitches a little bit. That is a upperclassman curriculum,
But it is still necessary. Freshmen can still die, can still be taken by dark mages, and I don't think it's something that should be hidden. I think it's important that you students understand. Strixhaven is a well and good place. It is an excellent source of knowledge. But the worlds that are able to nexus to Strixhaven, not all of them are good. Where there is great power, there becomes, in some ways, responsibility, but in others, a thirst, a lust for dominance, and death.
Can I insight check this
Agreed.
man to make sure that he's actually telling the truth, or if he's just using this to freak us out?
Sure, roll it.
I think I already know already.
And also see if there's anything missing. Insight, that is a 21.
Deadass.
All right.
This man is an investigator first, teacher second. Thank you,
Good,
Professor
not a thing.
Aurelius. I believe that is enough of an introduction to our first day on campus students. Now, I suppose since these introductions have slightly been rushed, we shall introduce our next teacher, who is also a brand new acquisition this year. Standing on a soapbox, by the way, so she's a little taller. Hello, I'm Professor Olivine Everhart. Professor Aurelius, and I am a general studies teacher, but I am excellent at arcane auras and, well, a slew of other things. I'm very excited to be here. I hope some of you will choose me as your teacher, please.
Woo!
Yeah.
You got this!
Thank you. You see, like, her shoulders kind of relax a little bit. I'm very excited. I have lots of field trips planned. And if I'm selling my cookies, I will bring cookies to class. And the other teachers just look at her.
I nudge whoever is next to me. I like cookies.
I'll be free cookies every time we go to class. I think that's a great deal. That's like a great incentive for people to actually show up, you know?
Anyways, she steps down off of the soapbox and, like, drops, like, a foot shorter than Aurelius and Yul. She's just standing there. Somewhere in the crowd, someone's like, "That's my daughter!"
Amazing.
And she's like, and looks around. And then you see her, like, making a cut sound, like a cut motion across her neck, like, no, oh, wait, stop it. Shh. Yes, well, next, Professor. I need anyone that is attracted to the male form to make a charisma saving throw.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Anyone that is attracted to the male gender, the male form, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
23. Yeah, I got 23.
Are you sure
Yeah,
about that?
yeah,
You're absolutely positive.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, what'd you guys get?
It's not a good day so far.
Oh no!
no.
Not 20, damn for it.
Nice.
Not 20! Subtracted for 5, please?
It is undeniable that this teacher has a raw appeal. There are actually a couple first years that do swoon and they end up fainting, being caught by folks around. August is among the fainting crew.
Finnick reaches out and grabs August, but Finnick is really short, so he's struggling.
Cassius will help.
We'll both help you.
Oh no,
Oh,
do you
God.
think the poison from the bog is setting in?
Inside, someone's like, "Oh, I've got the
there's a certain type
vapors."
of poison.
Finnick's just slapping his forehead. Aye, Augie, hello, hello.
Garla just sort of laughs under their breath.
Huh? Sorry, what?
You fell over like a drunk idiot. Are you?
Great,
alright?
just don't feel good.
We need to take you to the doctor now.
Oh God, not yet.
Nim stuffs his smelling salts back inside of his vest, seeing they're not necessary.
Well, I'm sorry you feel so sick. That's unfortunate. Maybe we could cool you off.
The lot of you here. He wears tight-fitting pants and silk top.
I can't make.
There are strips of lace so that his chest is exposed underneath, pebbled
Oh, yes.
nipples showing through. He's got a wide-brimmed hat on and round sunglasses. He takes the sunglasses off. He is wearing lace gloves. And there
Oh,
is
there he
a parasol in his hand, even though he has a wide hat. He waits for your group to quiet down before he speaks.
I want his hat.
Yul, he looks at Yul and then looks at all of you, and Yul rolls her eyes. This is Professor Corian. He is in the running to be the next Oracle of Strixhaven. He has mastered all 5 colleges of magic and is our superior wizard at the school. And Corian gets a cocky as shit smile. But then he immediately looks bored.
My recommendation is you only join my class if you want to succeed.
And behind you, Apple says, "Hello, Corian! Hello!" And Corian gets this soft smile.
Hello, Apple. And if you wish to spend time with my student teacher, Apple, you will join my course. However, if you fail any of my courses, whether you are in my homeroom class or not, I will expel you. There is no room for failure at Strixhaven, as it is the college of the multiverse.
And then he steps away. And he just leaves. He just leaves. But Apple
I
runs.
like him.
Apple runs up to where he was. "Hello!" And he's waving at you guys. "Big Apple, hiya!" And like waving
Hi,
at
Apple.
a couple other people. And then Yulthis.
Hello.
Yulthis then turns to another NPC and says, "Where is he? He needs to be here." And the other teacher's like, "I don't know. I tried to get him, but he started throwing things." And you'll please hold while we collect our fourth professor. They are having a bit of an emergency.
Seems quite a lot of emergencies happening lately in the school.
I just want to put this out there that I don't think that professor's outfit was quite appropriate for teaching. It's quite distracting.
I didn't get a very good look at it. All I saw were his boots.
You should have
I
seen.
don't-
Oh,
I saw
never mind.
everything.
I thought it was something else. You said his boots. You were looking at his
Boots.
I was looking at
Boots!
something
The
else.
ground!
I will say, for those of you who had an appreciation for his outfit, well, I want his hat. I'm gonna have to ask him where he got that, but you're not gonna get a lot of schooling done in his class. Personally, that's my read.
You don't say I'd be staring at him the whole time. I'd be totally distracted.
That's what I'm
It's probably a
saying.
good way to up your constitution when it comes to your studying.
My
You won't be
constitution
distracted if you
studying,
can pass this
so
class.
I'd be up in something else.
Where I come from, people tend to wear less as they are instructing the young ones.
I was about to say that didn't seem too wild
Really?
from what I've
I'm
seen.
sorry to disagree with you here, but I'm not young, and I don't think you are either. I don't think we're really young ones in the classroom anymore. And to be honest, I mean, I was. But, regardless, I don't know if he's the right choice for me.
Regardless, I think he's someone that we need to keep on our good side rather than.
I think it's
I'm
a good
feeling that
idea
way
to keep
about
everyone on
everyone.
our good side.
I'd like to keep him
Yeah.
on our good side.
And you know what? For doing a huddle, I gotta say, of the two people who haven't been hostile or aloof to us, that being Olivine and Apple, one of them's a teacher, and I'm thinking we should, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I'm leaning towards the.
At this point, you hear a sorry, I'm here, I made it. Hi, I am Professor Witt. I teach the Witherbloom course. And Yol is looking at him. Your homeroom teacher is actually, I made a poster here. They trip a little bit and they unfurl it. Is my very close friend. My coworker, Professor Havelock. Prismari, head of Prismari. And Yol says, "What are you doing here? Aren't there hedges that need taming, Wit, so that they do not attack the students?" Everything's under control. I'm under control. The freshmen are under control. The first years. Hi, I'm Wit, Professor Wit. This is Professor Havelock. Great guy. He's the guy you want to pick. Please pick him. I don't want to say. Yes, you handsome young blonde man. What questions do you have about our amazing Professor Havelock that shouldn't be fired because students are interested in him? Yeah.
Actually, I was going to ask, can I choose you?
What? Me? Oh, no. I'm. I run the labs, and I'll teach you how to garden, though.
You like gardening?
Yes. Oh, but if you pick Professor Havelock, I will be in his classroom. I will be. If you pick Havelock, that's as good as picking me. And he looks at you. That's as good as picking. That's Professor Havelock for homeroom teacher. Yay!
He likes plants. You like plants. I like plants. You like plants. We choose plant man. Man. Right, plant man.
Yothis.
Professor Havelock under.
Prismari, performancing, great sculpture, amazing artist. In fact, he is the talented artist. You might know him as Arnav throughout all of the rest of the worlds.
Oh.
Roll a history, everybody.
I was about to say, have we heard of it?
Roll a history.
I better have heard this man.
We'll soon find
I
out.
actually rolled decently finally. Thank you.
20 again for 25.
Nice.
Nat 20 as well.
Oh my god, we got 3 of them.
Really? This is stupid.
All right.
What was the roll again? Sorry.
The history
History.
check.
Oh, 5. That's so stupid. I should know this man.
You,
School.
don't worry, you have an inspiration.
That's a lot of 20s.
Oh, that's true. I do have it. I need to know this man because I actually technically do. Nope.
I mean,
No.
we can tell you.
No, it's character lore would make sense that You know what? I don't care. I'm using another inspiration because so help me. This is stupid.
You could blame. You could
There we
blame.
go.
Oh,
18.
I was saying you could blame like your condition from the previous teacher potentially. For your
I'm
lapse.
sorry. I didn't roll for the previous teacher.
It's true.
So...
Lorelai didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh! All right. As long as you scored at least a 15 on this history check, Arnav is his artist name. He is an architect. He is a sculptist. He is a singer, songwriter, painter, dancer, performer, acrobaticist. He is incredible. He is known in 5 different realms. All of them different ones that you're a part of. Wow, amazing. He has achieved accolade after accolade for his stunning capabilities. The Dawn Bow, it's said, whether this is a rumor or not, right? It said that the Dawn Bow itself spoke to him and granted him the powers to shape the elements to living entities. As to why he's not here at orientation, I suppose that's a whole nother question.
Oh, right. I've heard of him. He's got a lot of talent.
Mm.
A lot of talent is a vast understatement.
He is.
I don't know this
Interesting
guy.
characters here.
He is the like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. He is like the. He's the one.
Wait, you all know this guy?
Listen, the very first time
He's
I ever
legendary.
The very first time I ever sang a song, I was like listening to him, and he was brilliant, really, truly brilliant.
Yeah,
Big deal.
yeah. He sounds like Nathan. The song that Nathan sang. That's Arnav.
That's me. Get out of here.
Oh, that's you. Sorry, my bad. That's Finnick. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa, Felix, so talented.
Right, that's just a practice, you know. Practice makes perfect, but not really perfect, but yeah. Anyways,
Should I know this guy? Is this like an etiquette thing? Like, am I gonna look really stupid if I don't know this guy?
Yep. You.
I will. Let
All right,
you
we're
listen to
the
my-
pack.
my
You gotta.
17. When we get back to the dorms, it'll be
Okay, you got to give me the full rundown.
Yeah.
If you know
absolutely.
anything about art, you need to know this man. Is the long story short.
Okay. I look forward to all of you teaching me everything you know.
Yeah, on the U-Tums you can find it.
All right. Enough chatter. First years, you get to decide your general studies and homeroom teacher now. You have 5 minutes to discuss among your teams, and then you will approach me where I will take a picture for your student ID, and on the back of your student ID, which we will call the ID, also your messenger, your atlas. Understood?
Scarlet puts her hand up.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but some of us aren't looking our best. So can we clean up before any pictures are taken?
I will make sure you are prestidigitated well enough. My apologies. I'd like this to be done now.
Actually, we're
Apologies,
supposed to go
all
visit
mine.
the doctor after this, so maybe that first and then pictures? Is that fine?
No.
I'm a little hungry. Can we get lunch
No.
also?
I said what I said. I will not repeat myself. Now make your choices. You have 4 minutes.
Thank the gods that's so much more time. Okay. I know what I said, but I'm not going to be a pain about it. You know, I will go with whatever the group wants to do.
The chest. I mean, what?
The line.
That's not helpful at all.
Saying that, if you don't
I mean, I have my preferences.
well, then give us your preference. Who you want?
I think we should go with Olivine
The nice lady.
because she's nice to us and she's been nice to us. Although the wit and this Havelock person, that sounds intriguing. So that would be my second choice.
I mean, I like him.
I too would like to study under Professor Havelock and potentially learn more from Wit.
But I also kind of think that Olivine is quite pretty. Right, Oggy? What do you think?
What?
You think the same, right? You like her?
Personally, I'm
What? You think she's nice? She looks nice, right?
They all look nice. I don't think that choosing a professor based on their looks is very productive.
right. You should choose based on how many cookies they give you.
To Lorelai. Right, exactly.
But here's the thing. All of us have different skills and talents and things we want to learn, right? But at the same time, this is just a homeroom teacher. It doesn't mean we're not going to learn from everybody else, right? So then,
You are correct.
what do you want to do? Like, what's your goal? Why'd you come here?
Oh, I came here to learn how to do magic.
What do you want? What you want to do? That's the point. Like,
I mean, you kind of figure it out. Whatever, I guess.
I mean,
Getting a magic degree, crazy income increase in the future.
so you're worried about money?
I mean, man's got to eat.
Fair enough. That's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. But I was just thinking, like, what you want to do. Like, is there a goal or something in mind? Like, is there a type of magic that just like really calls to you, or something that is like picking at your brain, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, I need to do that with my life.
This
Isn't it
sounds
calling?
Anytime
a little bit.
you catch Apple's like eyes, he's waving and like pointing where Corian was. He's like, and then anytime you pick Olivine, she's like blushing and like giving you little waves.
Oh, God.
Wit is sweating. He's sweating, and he's like grumbling, talking with the other two, Yolthus and Aurelius, and he's rolled up the scroll. And anytime someone does look at him, he unrolls it, and it like has a prestidigitation effect where it's like beep, 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 beep. So, the only one that seems pretty calm and capable is actually Aurelius. And there's a way that he's gazing at your group in particular that's not unnerving, but he's as interested in teaching you as you might be in any other teacher. So the choice is difficult.
It's hard.
I know my choice.
You're thinking
go on then.
Corian.
What's your choice?
Aurelius.
Oh, he's staring at
Aurelius.
boobs.
But I do think keeping in a group for now is our best option. And I do feel we probably may get more from Olivine and maybe more support, especially as first years.
I do agree. She seems to be more interested in helping us learn instead of testing us to our wits' end. However,
I'm feeling similar.
I am personally interested in Havelock for our homeroom teacher. However, I do understand that he would also be of other classes, especially if you decide to go with the prismatic college.
Who is closest to the stage? Out of all of you, who would be the closest, do you think?
I think I would say me.
Roll a
I'll be
percep-
near the front.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah, I'm like in the back.
Perception
My
with...
God, my dice is doing well. Nat 20.
Okay. You see...
For 23. if that
You
helps.
see Wit step over to Olivine. Hey, could you help me with Havelock Leader? I don't know if any students are going to pick him, but I'm worried that he's going to get fired if he doesn't. And she's like, oh no, what happened? Well, his studio's a mess. He's broken almost every sculpture. Oh, look, if he has any students, could you help me teach the class? I just don't want him to give up. Yes. I mean, if I get my own, we could have a field trip. I could bring my class to his class and our classes. We could do combined teaching is great. Young minds thrive together. And Aurelius kind of chuckles. He says, "You're welcome to in my class as well." And Olivine blushes and kind of tucks some hair behind her ear. Oh, okay. Yothis just looks like a statue. Like she's neither like annoyed at how long it's taking or not, just that she's following the rules. But that's what you hear, Skyla.
Do you think there's going to be a fight if two groups choose the same professor? Like, break out in a fight kind of thing?
Like we have to fight other people?
Want him in fight?
I'm not much of a fighter.
I hope this is not that type of college.
I don't think it's just like our team that would be with that teacher. I'm pretty sure it would be a bigger class. It's just we're broken into teams. That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, I thought we were claiming them from our own.
Yeah, we call the shots here. I like that.
Yeah, you stand on top, right?
Stand on what?
You're asking if they're top.
I didn't ask that.
Right, who?
And I wouldn't answer.
We're running out of time. Who are we picking?
Well, from what I heard, Havelock might be getting fired if they don't get a group.
Oh,
Really?
What?
What?
See,
Now
the
they're
information that I heard.
okay. The stakes are rising. Does any other teacher have a sob story?
Oh, this is day one. Once again, my choices are Havelock first, Olivine second. Although Aurelius does seem very capable as well.
I mean, we are going to get classes from them all. I suppose if we don't want the really talented, famous guy to get fired, maybe we should pick
Apple,
him.
at this point, Apple, like, rises up in the center of your group.
Oh, God!
Hello!
hi, Apple.
Hello there, Apple.
We're in a bit of a pickle.
I come to tell you, Corian is only sharp sometimes. He very lonely and likes Apple. That's why Apple's name is Apple. He's
Your
my
name's
dad.
not-
What?
Apple gives you thumbs up.
Huh?
Eh?
Apple's family tried to burn him, and Corian saved Apple.
Whoa.
He is a good guy, I promise. He is just weird.
Well, I don't think it's a problem of him being a bad person. I'm just more concerned that people won't be able to pay attention while he's teaching.
Oh, it is a part of training. He purposely always is tight and sexy because, well, when you are face to face with dragons later, you need to not freeze and die. You'll become eventually immune to fear in his class. But
It's not fear we're talking about, Apple. We're talking about attraction.
right, they fire the same nerves in your brain, so like the same chemicals, like fire off. And anyways,
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about nerves in the brain to contest it.
I promise. Okay, maybe Apple does not promise, but look, if you don't pick Corian, he's okay, but I love him, and Apple really likes all of you, and he has never had a homeroom class before, ever.
How is there so little professors and all of them struggle to have homerooms?
Oh, well, it really is Olivine new. Olivine is kind of on probation. If she's not choose, she could be kind of put into the back burner. It depends. Cyprian will test her later. Oh, sorry, the headmaster. Aurelius is here because, well, the Bureau Investigation Services sent him. But Corian, every year he never has homeroom class. Ever.
Apple, I need you to know something.
You're going to pick Olivine, huh?
I'm saying even if we don't pick Corian, we're still gonna be your friend. We can be Corian's friend.
His eyes like, really? You are still come hang out with Apple?
100%, buddy.
Oh,
I mean, you're not hard to miss.
I will.
Looking up.
You
we
will.
weren't gonna not be your friend just because. Did you think that was gonna happen?
His ears kind of droop a little. No, which means yes.
Finnick reaches out and touches his big shoulder, which is not his shoulder because he's too short, and Mr. Apple's too big, and he's just touching
What are
his
you
little
touching?
back. Yeah, I'm still touching him.
Okay, I know what I would do, Finnick. And he takes her hand. I'm going to sign all of you up as private tutors with Corian. It is decided. Thank you so much.
Oh, so
Oh?
we can. So will it help him if we're signed up as private tutoring rather than, like, if we pick another
That sounds like a
homeroom,
compromise.
that will still help him?
He nods.
I don't want.
There's a compromise.
We have to
Don't mind that.
want to be tutored. Why?
I thought you were so excited about the tutoring, Phoenix.
I'm not. I
The
mean,
after-school tutoring. You were talking about it.
Don't worry.
for studying.
Corian is he's very smart. Very smart. Smartest teacher on the whole campus.
You can.
Yeah.
You can sign me up, Apple.
I signed all of you up. You'll see it when you get your ID, your messenger, your atlases. You will see you have, each of you, one day of the week, you have a hour with your liaison. Corian is all of your liaisons. And Apple gets to teach you as well.
I think
That
that's a
sounds
perfect
amazing.
idea.
He gives you thumbs up.
Hey, Apple.
Nim?
We were kind of considering, I think, on choosing Havelock to prevent him from allegedly being fired.
Oh.
What's your read on that?
I like Havelock. He has yeah.
Thank you. Great conversation.
That wasn't very convincing.
Sometimes
What
he
we're
is.
expecting from Apple.
He is. And Yol says, Apple. I have to go. Okay. Sometimes he yells. Okay, bye. And he like steps away.
See you later.
Professor. And then you hear her say, "You cannot persuade their choices. That is unfair. Sorry." I saw that you signed all of them up for Corian. Is there a reason for this? No, they did it themselves. Then why is it in your handwriting? I don't know.
I'm gonna raise my hand. I actually asked him to, Professor. So
Same.
he's all right.
She looks over at all of you. Did you?
Indeed.
It's a good bit.
I like give a nervous thumbs up.
Looks at Skyla, who hasn't said anything yet.
Yes.
And then takes that as affirmative that you asked Apple to sign you up, and then finally looks at Cassius.
He also thumbs up, mimicking the others.
And then she looks at you, Finnick.
Finnick looks around at everyone else, sees their thumbs up.
Him shrugs at Finnick.
Fine. Puts his thumb up. Private tutoring. How exciting.
Very
Quietly, and be like, it's only an hour a week. It'll be all right.
More week.
Oh, but it's private tutoring.
Private tutoring. That we said we can't even have fun at the private tutoring. That's the point.
Time's up, students. It is time for you to choose who your general studies teachers will be. If you will simply stand in a line in front of the teacher that you pick, we will get your photos taken promptly and usher you off to your first lesson.
Really quick, were we picking Havelock to prevent the guy from being fired?
I was wanting Havelock.
I'm all right with that. I mean, we'll still see Professor Olivine.
It might even be combined.
He was also gonna get fired because she didn't, or I guess on probation because she didn't have a class.
Olivine?
Can I put my hand up
You can.
for Professor Yule?
Yes.
If we pick one, what happens to the others?
Our teachers that this is their first year gaining general studies will remain a form of understudy for other professors. But you should not make your choice because of a teacher. You should make
No,
the
of course
choice
not.
because you wish to learn from these experienced individuals. I will recite some of their accolades. Professor Arnav Havelock, in his heyday, was an adventurer, he was sent out among the rest. And through his heroic deeds, he was able to save a kingdom. I will not go further. If you wish to ask him of his adventures, you will do so on your own time. But not only is he accomplished in the arts of Prismari, he is an excellent silver quill understudy. Likewise, he has diploma to teach you from the Lawhold colleges as well. Then we have Professor Corian. Professor Corian is, as you know, our most studied professor here at Strixhaven. He is the most discerning on who will succeed and who will not. He has a natural talent and the gift of sight. He had offered to teach his homeroom class to read tarot and auras. Regardless, Professor Aurelius is a hunter from the Bureau of Investigation, from the city of... And she pauses. Aurelius gives her a look. He is a guest professor. You will only have him so long as his investigation is afoot. And Olivine. Olivine participated in a program last year and became qualified. Some of you may not know this, but the last 2 years we have not allowed freshmen or first years into Strixhaven unless on special document. Olivine herself graduated from Strixhaven not too long ago with high ranks. A valedictorian of her Quandrix and Witherbloom class. However, you can consider her an adjunct for now. A substitute, if you will. I think I'm using that right. Should she not maintain the curriculum and a course, you will find her in a similar situation as Wit. Still on staff, and she's looking at all of you, so you're not... But not teaching directly. Every single teacher is accomplished, wonderful individuals. They follow the rules, and if they do not, we all know that there are consequences. Looks at Wit a little. Whether the consequences are big or small, sometimes we ourselves cannot decide. Fate, destiny, always plays a hand in our free will. So, make your choices, students, and may your adventures begin.
Scarlet puts her hand up again.
Yes.
Can I just ask, for the people who we don't, or the professors we don't choose, that no one loses their job. I'm just saying, but I'd rather not anyone be impacted by our decisions.
Though I agree with you, I am not the headmaster. And that is the first time you hear venom. I don't get to make that choice.
Ooh.
But I promise you that I will advocate.
Please.
Huddle mode again. Okay, what are we thinking?
I'm more indecisive than I was before.
That didn't help at
Count them
all.
all.
The more questions we ask, the more freaking mysteries there are. and
You
I
could
really-
roll a d4.
Havelock gets Olivine as an understudy, right?
Is that how it works?
Well,
I believe
if
that's how it works.
understand, Yes.
Then that's a 2 for 1.
So then we choose Olivine.
Havelock.
Choose Havelock. I don't
That's what it's sounding like.
It sounds
Besides
to
an
me
accomplished...
So if
like...
we
Sorry,
choose her,
continue.
Oh, I was going to say, it sounds like an accomplished adventurer with a rich history and would be very grateful if we were able to save the job. Not that that would use that against them or anything, but just, it could be a good environment to learn.
But also, we could use that as well.
I'm just saying someone like that would go above and beyond to make sure that we get good grades.
So here's the thing, though. You choose Havelock, and then what happens to Olivine? She becomes the understudy. She's not even a professor anymore. She loses a.
She's
loses
in-
a position.
she
becomes
doesn't-
nothing.
I think her class goes on hold, maybe? I'm not really sure what any of these terms are.
I mean, if we choose Olivine, that means that we can join classes with Havelock and work together.
If
Right?
Havelock does not get chosen, I believe that they will be dismissed. It sounds to me
Allegedly.
like even though Olivine will be demoted temporarily, we may still get to study under her to some degree.
Havelock
think-
is one that's got most at risk, and I feel for us the most to gain from.
That's what I was thinking.
Emotions aside, Havelock, regardless, is still has a lot of accomplishments under his belt. Olivine is not as experienced, however, seems very intrigued with us personally. Havelock would be a great teacher, however, would be potentially harsh. So it's just a matter of how is your learning style. By being
Life is
harsh.
harsh.
Life is harsh, but do you work better with encouragement or with pushing?
Everyone can use a good push once in a while.
Really don't need more of a push in my life.
My choices still stand between the two. I prefer Havelock, but that's for personal reasons.
It sounds like we're picking Havelock.
It's between the two. Havelock. Because we still have Olivine.
Havelock as the main, Olivine as a secondary, and then we get Corian as a private tutor. That sounds like what we're doing.
All right.
No objections.
Okay. Let's line up in front of Havelock. Or Wit.
I'll
I
shuffle
will follow
over.
him.
I will follow, but I will do make an eye line to Aurelius.
Aurelius's gaze locks with your own.
Yeah, and I stare right back.
He gives you a nod. Aurelius has several students already lined up in front of him.
Not surprised.
Finnick grows. Well, some flowers blossom in his hand, and he blows the petals at Olivine, and in an apologetic smile, bows slightly, and follows the group.
As you do that, you watch like her eyes alight, the violet of them seeming to glow with magic. And then as your group steps into Havelock's line, like her shoulders kind of droop and her little her little ram
No, it
her
breaks
little-
my heart.
her little ram ears fall, but she's like, this is okay. I will still go help at his classroom.
I think August is like looking at the ground.
Yeah, Lorelai's not even looking.
If only we could have gone the other way. Olivine as the Havelock as an understudy.
I don't think that would have saved
that
Havelock.
way.
One student stands in front of Olivine.
Yay!
There should be more.
And Yul lifts an eyebrow. Where are the other 6 students? Or where are the other 5? And this is the kid with feathered wings and the eyes that look like a starlit sky. He shrugs and he pulls the toothpick out of his mouth and says, I don't know. Guess I kind of stared him off. And then he puts the toothpick back in his mouth and smiles a bit. And she just lifts an eyebrow at him. And then the pink-haired guy with the boots that glitter runs over. I could be in this class. And Yol just looks unimpressed. But regardless, Olivine's like, hi! And as you all approach Wit, there is so much relief. And Yol just frowns at Wit. Well, hi! I'm Professor Wit, and Yol, it looks like Professor Havelock, Professor Havelock, has a full homeroom. Full 6 students. So make sure you write that in the report to Headmaster Cyprian. Yes, thank you guys so much.
Gonna hold a hand out, put it on a smile, and say, Wit, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Follow me. Let's get cleaned up for our photos, shall we? And I think it's...
We're supposed to go to the doctor after this.
Sure.
He might kill us.
I think
if we
this
don't.
is all
No.
part of
No,
the
he's-
orientation bit, though, so I think we're still fine.
He said we were gonna die, so I'm just worried that we're gonna die.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know.
The doctor, he says things like that all the time. He's just a little
No,
creepy.
No, not the doctor said that. No, Apple said that.
It's
Apple?
terrifying.
Yeah, there was a bit.
Well, Professor...
We're all, everyone's dying. Let's get some orientation done.
I'm a little confused, youngins, but that's, I think that's okay. All right. I think right here is where we'll take our first pee-pee break.
Wee!
Damn it, what's that becoming a thing?
That was an experience.
That
You
was
made
not
it so
emotional
hard.
draining.
You're
That
welcome.
was so stressful.
You're welcome. Was it good?
First major
I
gut
don't
punch.
like
so
hurting
good.
people's feelings.
Hey, guess what? More information makes it harder
Before
to
that,
choose.
do we want to do your character cards?
Yes.
Your student
Yes.
IDs?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we were at on our break. We are getting IDs done, weren't we?
All right. Then I will
Yes.
pull it up. Sly will pull it up. Boom. Student IDs are issued to you. Ta-ta. Each of you are prestidigitated by Yol, as then Wit takes your photo using magic crystals that he clacks together, and then they form this array of square, sparkling, iridescent magic as the weave kind of pulls apart and captures your image. It pulls the image in front of you, an illusion that you can see. You watch it shrink smaller and smaller until it slaps into the card, and your stats burn across the edges. On the opposite side of your student ID, which is handed to you, there is a square crystal light, almost like a cell phone, but it's a messenger, is what they describe it as, your atlas. You can search campus, you can get service, depending on where you are on campus. Obviously, your atlases are not allowed to be out while you are in class and sending messages. These messages do not have a character limit. You may cast it 3 times a day to anyone that you have the ID of. Wit then shows you his teacher ID, and he taps it to each of your atlases, and his image appears like an illusionary script above the atlas itself. It's pocket-sized, little square. You can slide it in. It's easy, light, handheld. cellular. After that, wit. So, part of orientation is usually to take you to your dorms, take you to the classroom. But you said you were wanting to go see the doctor, but I think I heard someone say that they were afraid. We have a couple of professors that are pretty good at healing. The Biblioplex librarian, Ritten, is very good with healing. I myself, any kind of plant-based healing, poisons, necrosis, things like that.
Here's an excellent clarifying question. Would going to the homeroom and doing all that stuff be considered part of orientation?
Yes.
Then we're probably fine.
Okay.
Because he said to come
think, right?
after orientation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then let's take a walkabout. And he looks a little nervous.
Please lead on. You're doing fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is the Commons, as you probably have seen, and if you follow me this way, we'll get to the courtyard. Yes, the courtyard. Excellent. And let's head upstairs here, and as you pass through, campus is huge. You pass through several different areas. The one that you see in the map before you is your dormitory's courtyard. This is also considered your commons in a lot of ways. Most of the freshmen will be housed in this large dormitory. There are two areas of the dorms. Hold on, let me get. Nope, that's the wrong one. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Hold on. There's a lot of maps.
Don't look at what?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see nothing.
Exactly. All right. Oh, don't look at that. Wow, I'm good at this.
My eyes are closed.
Okay, do you see this map? That's
Yes.
this is technically the wrong map because it doesn't have the names on it that are supposed to be there. Okay, hold on. I was prepared. Regardless, I'll just ping, I guess. Up here, there is the dorms up here in these towers, east and west. On your atlases, this whole map pulls up. In the center, there's the Biblioplex. You can see it here. And then just south, east, west, Bows End Tavern here, right? And then we've got the Strixhaven Stadium here. And then over here we've got the Aero Jump Field. You've also got the manor up here where a lot of teachers house at. Over here we have the Starview Spas, currently closed right now. And where we are now is here, in the Archway Commons. Just over there is the Fire Jolt Cafe. There's a part of the Fire Jolt Cafe that you can find inside the Bibliopex, kind of like a gift area. Wow, I don't usually do the tour, so forgive me if I forgot anything, but you can find the majority of, well, everything.
You didn't tell us where the gardens are.
Oh, all around. Every yeah, every bush, tree, and it's all part of the gardens. Though the Quandrix campus and the Witherboom campus have the most flora in terms of, well, how fast it comes at you. I mean, not to freak you out or anything, but the man-eating plants are very fast.
So what you're saying is they've cleverly integrated the gardens into the general architecture
He nods. So, near the Starview spot. Sorry, you were gonna say something?
I simply had a question regarding the, you said man-eating plants in Witherbloom?
Yes. I like to call them Petunia and Baby.
Would there happen to be, anything dangerous about exposure to any of those sorts of plants other than being eaten?
Oh, yeah. I mean, plants are a beautiful thing. Necessary. They have to protect themselves, though. And if there were, in any environment, if there is an invasion of that environment, the environment attacks it. And here at Strixhaven, the fauna is no different. Though all of the plants you will find here on General Campus, I promise you, are tame. I talk to a lot of them myself, so you have nothing to fear.
I've heard that some produce a very noxious and smelly gas. Is this, true?
That's the not on General Campus, no. And even some of the ones in Witherbloom you shouldn't have access to as a first year. I mean, those are way. I'm sorry. Did something happen?
Merely a curiosity from my studies. You spoke of these living plants, and I am most curious about them myself. You seemed well informed.
Botany is. I teach arcanobotany. So magical plants, plants with higher intelligence, though plants are very smart, mind you. They have thoughts and feelings just like we do, though they don't express them the same.
Oh, you have an expertise.
Flirt with each other.
Yes. Though most...
I really saw that earlier. They were talking to each other, and then suddenly they were just flirting. It was very weird.
Wait,
I've never
grins.
seen that.
Yeah, there's a couple on campus that are a little flirtatious.
What? No, it was my...
Amongst each other, right?
It was my plan, and... Never mind. Doesn't matter.
I suppose it depends. You see, the arcane, in terms of plants, and he kind of turns into full teacher mode at this point. Everything is connected to the weave, but there's layers to it, like strips of fabric interlaced. And everything is connected. As mages here at Strixhaven, we take the weave and we manipulate it, expanding it, pulling on it, curling it up, twisting it. Some plants are able to do that themselves. And plants that are summoned magically are entities both of creation and life. They are a tug, a pluck, a string pulled, borrowed from the weave, and once they're dismissed, the weave returns to its natural, and he motions like a flat surface, its natural flow. Arcane plants are different than natural living plants, and I can't say that a arcane summoned plant would ever flirt with a natural one. After all, it is a mimic of life.
I summoned the plant, and then the one in... We would... Perhaps this is a story for another time. Sorry.
No, please continue.
No, we have things to do, and I don't want to take away anybody's time. And I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about plants all day. I could sit here for hours talking about plants and things. But I mean, everyone else does not like plants like I do, and I don't think I really need to bother anybody with that. Kind of. Just can we continue?
Professor Witt here seems very educated in plants. Perhaps it would be good to discuss the full matter. He's kind of trying to be as subtle as his not so.
I think what we're trying to say was we're very excited to study under you, and especially concerning plants.
Oh. Well, I'm looking forward to it as well. Plants are fascinating and are as varied and multitude as people are. Did you know that some plants can change their gender? In fact, plants technically have no gender. Anyways. Come on now, let me show you your rooms. Currently, a large portion of the dormitories are under renovation. And thus, the school has made adjustments.
What kind of adjustments?
Don't worry, there are magical privacy curtains around each section, so and the
they soundproof?
bathrooms are private as well. Showers are split into personal stalls, so no worries.
Sounds good.
What you're saying is we have to share a room. Privacy curtains, not a door.
It's magically
Soundproof or not? He winks at Augie.
here are your rooms.
He makes a face like, what the?
Here is your room, should I say?
Oh,
Oh, it's very cozy.
Place for studying. Any of these columns, feel free to hang your personal items. The bookshelves as well. Each of you have one of your own. You have your items from home in the trunks at the base of your beds. Feel free to pull your tokens down and pick one.
Where does the sun rise?
That way.
I want a bed with window. Which way did you say the bed with the sun?
Nim fast walks over to this bed
This is where
and puts his pack down.
Is this a window?
this is room. This is when see right here. Window. Big window right here, right? Big window right here.
Is
Yeah,
the
the
door at
door.
the bottom?
Window. Yep. Doors
Which
at the
way
bottom.
does the sun
Doors right here.
rise?
Okay.
Sun rises this
Alright.
way.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, what sunrise on the east?
Yep.
Cool, thank you. I picked mine.
Hey, Augie, bunkmates.
I
Hey, green man, bunkmates.
Usually, there are. Well, this is the first time that first years have upgraded to 7 students in a room, just instead of 4. Feel free to, since you're a group, feel free to take a look at the dossiers, the lists on the other students and your homeroom teachers. Sorry. There's a information about myself and my studies, and Havelock, great guy, the best guy actually. So I'll let you settle in for a second, and then maybe we'll go look at the classroom after this. I'll just be outside. Okay, and he steps out. And the minute
Thank you very much.
Witch steps out, but before he does, sorry, Lorelai, what are you saying?
sir, wait, you said that there were privacy curtains?
Invisible. Yeah, sorry. And he, walks over to your bed, and there's a simple knot of golden thread, and he tugs on it, and it is like an invisibility cloak, only it reflects an empty bed. Now, don't get any bright ideas. I know that these are... It looks like you're not... They're empty on the outside, so don't... Anyways.
Are they... Is it just invisibility or is it soundproof as well?
Yes, should be
I want to know.
soundproof.
Oh, thank God.
But I haven't personally tested it. I just
No, I promise. I promise it's just because I snore. I
didn't mean anything by it, just because I snore. That's all.
What else would you possibly mean by that?
Really, you're asking me that question?
Wit is just blushing. I will meet you outside in the hallway.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yep, everyone's got a little bedside table.
We have a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Nim sits down in what looks to be an extremely cozy armchair.
It is. And immediately the hot cocoa begins to heat itself. Pours a cup, 6 cups appear, a 7th that is empty. And you find
This is amazing.
tea, cocoa, coffee, all buttons on the decanter of never-ending coffee,
Whatever.
hot coke. What? Not wine, no drugs, no alcohol. Just
I'm not much of a drinker, honestly, but I do feel like I should be swirling around a glass of red wine.
I feel like a nice cup of coffee with some, billies in it would be great.
Well, it would be nice to get comfortable. Are you not concerned about the threat of death?
Yes, yeah, that's definitely a problem. Let's
I
scurry along.
believe
We'll get comfortable.
I believe we could possibly entrust what had happened to Wit. It seems like that may be the easier route, since Apple seemed to think that it was necessary to make a contract with the doctor,
Right,
and we no longer have Apple with us.
And Whit did say that he's has talents when it comes to like poisons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it might be a better alternative.
Let's consult Wit. Maybe we can walk and talk.
I need everyone in the room to make a perception check.
But I gotta roll dice in this game?
Funny.
I'm sorry, what kind of check did you say it was?
Perception.
Perception.
I'm going to use one of my
Perception.
inspiration.
It's my turn for the net 20, baby.
Noise.
Me and Natchan be over here with our 20s.
I mean, I've been rolling pretty bad most of the game, so I'll take it.
Same.
Out time.
17.
14.
I got an 11.
I got a rock.
I've got a rock.
I've got a rock.
Dolly, are you muted or?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, just checking. No problem. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, I've got a nice rock. A piece of gum.
All right.
Where did you find that gum?
Oh, it was
So-
underneath the chair.
Don't eat it.
You sure about that? I could put it underneath yours. After later.
As Nim stands, all the rest of you behind him, the flames in the fire flicker, and they turn a noxious, bright green.
I don't think that's normal.
I don't. Right. I don't think that's a feature
The plants in the room all shiver.
That's really not normal.
Intriguing.
Perhaps we should call for Wit.
Right. He's just outside in the hall. I'll go get him.
Got it.
You open the
Got
door. He's Wit is not there.
I
course
like
he isn't.
step out into the hall and look down both ways. Professor Whit.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. I suggest we leave the room.
Right. Let's go.
I think this is just a test. This is a test.
A test of what?
It's a test. It's one
A
of those
test of
things they do-
speed. Let's
Sure.
mosey.
I think that they're just trying to test us to see what we do. Teamwork, right? Teamwork. All right. Investigate. Yeah. Come on, gang.
Yeah, you know what? You
Let's do
investigate.
it.
I'm intrigued by this.
Investigate.
I
Sounds
am.
like a great adventure. Really?
think-
Wow.
I'm
Just kidding. Let's
I'm
leave.
gonna really double down on the suggestion we leave.
Right, I'm here for it. Let's go.
Well, if we
After
leave
you said
it,
investigate, Cassius already walked up to the plant next to his bed and is looking at it.
Roll an investigation,
I'm doing the
Cassius.
same. I'm doing the same to a plant near me.
Roll an investigation.
If I see them investigating, I'll just look at this plant. Not too closely. I don't touch it.
I'd like to speak to
16.
22.
Okay, hold on to those for a second. What's that, Sly?
I want to speak to the plant and ask what's got you all shivered up.
Okay. So with a 16, the plant looks normal. Once the initial shaking, Skyla is over. It doesn't shudder again. Looks entirely unremarkable.
As expected.
Cassius, your plant also settles. But there's this dot of slime, like sap, trickling down its small, long and slender trunk. And it's that bright, noxious green.
Can I grab something and attempt to scoop it up onto it?
Roll a sleight of hand.
That is a 14.
Okay. You get into your bag and you pull out a vial, and when you turn back, the sap is gone.
Well, that is very curious. There was a green drop of slime or sap here a moment ago.
If you like slime, we could probably go find some, like at a gift shop. Maybe.
Finnick, the plant, whispers to you, "Don't say a word." You hear the voice clear as day when before you've only ever heard the clicks and pops.
Don't say a word to who?
Shh. And it just hush. And the flames flicker, and this time you see it, Nim. Meanwhile, what's Lorelei and August doing?
I am by the door, ready to leave.
Okay.
Looking at the plant by the door, just when I saw other people, I was like, fine, I'll look at the plant. I got 21.
Arm out, and he's just looking at Cassius with his finger over his lips, and he's like, "Don't say anything." Like he's just like tapping on his lips with his hand out, like stop.
Okay. With your roll, August, you also see the sap. But when you turn to tell someone about it, and Lorelei or whoever, and they look back, it's gone. And then there's a rap on your door.
I jump.
Same.
Since we're right there. Ha! I open it. Hi?
Sorry about that. You guys ready? It's Professor Witt.
August is like slightly paler than he already was. Not sure how that's possible, but he just shakes his, like nods his head. Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you?
all right.
Did you guys try the hot chocolate? It's really good. Witt walks in.
You know, we didn't have a chance to.
Oh, well, maybe it can also pour maple syrup too for those that are into that.
Nim.
Well, I nothing. I'm Canadian.
Oh. I make drank maple
Nim
syrup.
quickly removes his hand from the small of his back where he had it. Okay. Normal things resuming. Hey, Wit, I think we have some questions about plants.
The minute you say that, Wit tells his head, "Oh, okay," and you hear the plant next to you, Finnick, say "hush," and Wit's like,
Sorry, can you say it again? Fofo was talking to me. What?
"Oh," the plant next to you says "hush."
Me. Tell me to shut up.
No, the minute Nim is like, "Hey, I got some questions for you," the plant next to you is like, "Shh."
Nim. Sorry. We actually don't have any questions.
Oh,
I look Finnick in the eyes, and Nim's brow knits.
And he just smiles.
Yeah?
No questions.
Can I also insight check that so I can get that? Because otherwise Lorelai's literally about to be like, what the heck? I want to go home.
You sure
I
can.
wanna...
I mean, just trust me. Just trust me. I promise. We'll have tons of time for questions later. Just
Nim grins and looks back to Wit. I wanted to know what
Nim, shut
magical leaf you used in the tea. I had some as I was sitting down, and it was delicious.
I got a 16 in insight. Do I get what Finnick is trying to do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The tea was amazing.
Oh.
Finnick is just rubbing his forehead, like rubbing his hands over his eyebrows.
Just a little mint and jasmine.
Can I?
I don't know where you sourced it from. Sublime.
Thank you. It was actually Professor Corian.
Oh, well, he has wonderful taste.
He is the potion master.
Can
Shoots
I detect thoughts on Wit, please?
Okay. I need you to roll a sleight of hand.
That's absolutely fine. What do I add to that? Oh, sleight of hand. That makes sense. I'm gonna use my inspiration. One left. Come on. 16.
Right, you go to cast the spell, and your atlas, your messenger, goes biddy boop, biddy boop.
Hello.
It just detected magic.
Their
Detects
pockets
thoughts.
chirping.
Casted.
Oh,
And Wit just looks at you.
That is one hell of a knock.
This is the first time that anyone's ever seen Skylar look a bit out of sorts and a bit flustered.
But Wit's
Maybe
thoughts.
slightly red in the cheeks.
Wit's thoughts were like, oh, I should have told him about that. Oh, crap.
That thing just tattletaled like a child, like a kindergartner.
Oh, it must be broken. It's still new, so maybe it's just bugs and stuff.
Sorry, you have to just turn it to private. Let's
Oh, thank you.
let's. I went and checked on the classroom, and it's actually not ready. And you're still, the thoughts is still going. And he's like, and Havelock is drunk as fuck, and I can't get him back in the chair. So not gonna have the kids meet him today. So yeah, we can't. It's classrooms. Also under construction. So, but it'll be tomorrow. We're gonna use Professor Olivine's, and yeah, it'll be great.
is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great. Do you guys know what ice cream is? They're serving that in the cafeteria. We should go.
I've never had ice. What is that?
It's delicious.
Creamed ice?
Yeah,
Indeed.
tastes like vanilla, slathered in caramel. It's the best. And then you also hear the detect thoughts, and I can get a whiskey. Oh my god.
I don't think. Did he say that out loud?
That was detect
No,
thoughts.
that was the
Okay.
detect thoughts. So
Okay, good. I was like, I've had ice cream before. Just it had flowers in it. And it was nice, but a little cold, especially on the teeth.
Yeah, there's also there's my favorite, a beer float, but it's non-alcoholic.
Like root beer
No,
made from roots.
no, sparkle beer, made from magic.
Have you ever had brisk beer?
I can't say that I have.
Oh, this is a treat. Never mind. It's fine.
I would love to try it though.
It sounds fun.
Right. Your atlas, your messenger. Go ahead and switch it on to silent, and it won't. It just keeps track of the spells that you cast. You'll also open it, and your character sheet will be there too, so you can see how many hit points you have too. That's it keeps,
what?
Okay, I don't know. It's cool.
Fascinating.
New technology. And the thoughts is like, oh my god, I feel so bad. I embarrassed this kid. Wait, was that a detect thought spell? Is he listening to my thoughts? That's so rude. What should I think? Fluffy bunnies. I love bunnies. Wait, no, I'm getting distracted. Let's yeah, hey, come on.
Okay. Professor Witt.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cassius.
You, please.
I was just gonna ask. You've been here a little while, right? Like a while, few years at least. What's your opinion of the doctor?
Oh. I remember there's a
that actually speaks volumes. All by
the detect thoughts. They probably really shouldn't go to the doctor. He terrifies me, and I'm not so sure he doesn't sacrifice students. But ever since Cyprian became headmaster, there's just nothing I can do. Not about any of it. And that's when, subconsciously, he casts Dispel Magic, and the detect thoughts fades away. Since Cyprian became headmaster, there's nothing I can do about it. And when he says it, he pictures and imagines the campus of Strixhaven. Like something is off. Orientation over, I guess.
Oh,
Well, I guess
Hail
we're
even
oriented.
Thank you for the orientation, Wit.
Yeah. Yep. No problem.
you did great. Thank you.
Yep. You've got my number on your messenger there, and if you need anything, you can message me.
Before you go,
Sure.
just a little hello, I guess, kind of, and he also gives him a flower. But this one is more so these small little forget-me-nots on a vine of beautiful leaves. Because you like plants, like have a plant. It's nice.
That makes Wit smile. Then let me do this for you. And he claps his hands and spreads them out, and all of your plants grow larger and they bloom with a variety of fruit and flowers. Feel free.
Is this
Is that
is
right?
this just a plant person thing? They just give each other plants?
That's an
And
impressive trick.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
I will. You'll learn it in your 3rd or 4th year.
I want to learn it now.
Oh, basics first.
Well, you're gonna have to wait like the rest of us.
You've got your map. If you need any other questions I can answer.
For now,
How much
anyone?
trouble would we be in if we don't go see the doctor?
considering he told us we must go because we're in trouble.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
you,
great idea. Not pissing him off.
Yeah, you should go.
Okay.
Help us make a deal or something so he doesn't like rip us to shreds or throw us in.
Oh, me? Oh no. I no.
You don't have any pull with him?
None.
Okay.
Negative.
Professor Witt.
I think we should find Apple, and that might help our case.
Wait,
I
before
think-
you go, can you show us how to contact the other students? Do I have to look them up by their name? Do I have to type it in? Do I have to
Yeah,
Hello,
they're
Apple.
dossiers.
Hello.
You all also need to pick your
Hello.
your last your last roommate. Sorry, what were you? You know what? I didn't actually memorize all of your names, so maybe you could. I'm gonna look at you really hard, and I want you to introduce yourself again, and then tell me what you need, sir. Person. I'm sorry, I don't want to assume.
What?
Who? He's looking at Cassius.
Oh, you're looking at me. No, I was going to ask the same question as Lorelai. I was actually wondering if you could give us Apple's contact.
Oh,
Or
he's in the.
some means of
He's in the
contacting?
dossier. I don't think his number is. He looks at his atlas. And I will go get it. I don't. They might be. In 20 minutes. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
By then, pick. Wait, introduce yourself first, really fast. One more time.
Hello, my pleasure. Nim Vensis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Nim.
Or
Okay.
nice to introduce.
Again, yeah. I mean, I wrote your name on the ID. I just. Okay. And then looks at the next person.
I'm Cassius Tome Reader, and yes, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Cassius. Oh. Well, I'm surprised you. It's an honor that you chose our class. I think it's great.
It is an honor to join your class.
Well, you famous or something?
Oh, Professor Corian has only ever recommended one other student to Strixhaven and paid their full tuition. Cassian would make the second.
Oh.
I am quite honored to have been chosen.
That is so cool. Congratulations.
We're looking forward to what you can do.
Thank you.
No pressure, though. And then he makes a little tiny, like, a little bit of pressure.
A little bit.
I will do my best.
Right. Okay. I'm August Kensington. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I read your file. I advocated for you.
Oh,
Yes, the pitball coach, the mage tower coach is actually very excited to
I heard that, Dolly.
to meet with you.
who is the mage tower?
You'll
Coach?
I won't spoil the surprise, but your records say that you're very hardy.
I'm gonna have to hold on. He's gotta roll. Oh, okay. When he says you're very hardy, I'm gonna roll a deception. Right, I'm very hardy, and I actually got a 23.
Oh yeah, you're not lying.
Right. He just scratches the back of his neck awkwardly.
And remind me your name. Whoever would like to go next.
You can call me Skylar.
Skyla. Sorry about the awkward. And he kind of taps his forehead.
Apologies all mine.
Oh, it's okay. I'm an advocate. Cast as many, whatever you'd like. Doesn't bother me. It's good to practice.
Absolutely.
Finnick takes a step forward. I'm Finnick Reed, and he does like a whoosh whoosh bow, and he lets his wings unfurl, and they just spread behind him. Pleasure to meet you, fellow plant-loving friend.
Yes,
Professor.
that's me.
Me too. Love plants. And he's just got the goofiest grin on his face. He looks like super excited about plants.
I elbow Lorelai because she's next to me and whisper, "This guy."
We have a lot of nervous people in this college.
I think it's good to be on edge at times.
I was talking about Finnick being a flirt.
I'm not flirting.
I'm whispering.
Wait,
You're across the room.
someone. Oh, I'm sorry. I can leave so you can continue flirting. That's allowed. You're allowed to do that.
He's saying I was
What?
flirting with
No.
you.
With me. Oh,
Yeah. But I wasn't meaning anything by it. I was just saying that I like that you grow plants. That's all.
yes. Thank you. I am flirtable material. I am, but
I'm
you
not
should
saying
not.
attractive. You really are attractive, but I'm just saying that like the
No.
more interested in the, yeah, really you are.
You
Don't
could definitely do better. You're young. Don't waste your life.
Anyways, your
Finnick,
name?
That's not
You're
very
done.
nice to say about yourself. That's
Finnick, really, you are digging your own grave.
I'm just saying he is not. They have nice. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Why'd you say I was flirting with him, August? Really? I wasn't flirting. Not this time.
He shrugs. It seemed pretty obvious to me.
Maybe you need to figure out what obvious flirting actually looks like, Augie. It's just been
Maybe you
nice.
could teach us, Finnick.
That's easy to do. But you're going to need a lot of work, Scholar. A lot.
Sure.
I don't know. Some people like
I
the
think
silent
Scout would be
type.
great at it.
And what was and remind me your name, Miss?
Sorry, I just didn't want to be interrupted. My name is Lorelei.
Ah,
And
yes.
she just comes and like just offers a shake of hand. Light.
He gives you a high five. Like there's
That works,
there's
too.
like an awkward beat, and then he's like, ugh.
Crisp high five.
Yeah, and then he like knuckles. Ugh. But he's got a little sideways smile.
Lorelai actually gives him a solid high five.
Oh, cool. Oh, hey, maybe you should try out for the Mage Tower team as well,
Oh, I,
or the cheer squad.
my skill set lies in other places. I am not that strong.
Just wait for Club Week. Oh, that reminds me. There's a little bit of okay, last thing I'll say, and I don't want to frighten anybody. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say this.
I don't know. We've been frightened.
It's too late
now.
now. You've already
You should share
started.
with
You
us.
gotta finish.
You gotta finish.
All right.
That's the rules.
There's a little,
what she
there's a
said.
tradition on campus, and I don't want anyone to get scared, but some of the older students do a little bit of,
Hazing.
they're not technically allowed to do hazing, so they call it group activities. So just
Ah,
be on the lookout.
I see some things don't change.
I love group activities.
Yeah, me too. Oh, wait, I mean, that was sarcasm. I understand that.
Why exactly would we be afraid?
Oh, sometimes it's jump scares or silly things.
Or
Has
not so
anyone
silly.
ever actually gotten hurt or lost from it?
Nope.
Insight check.
Your pause leads me to think otherwise, Professor.
Can I insight check to see
You
how
all
bad?
sure can. Also, another happy birthday, Sly!
Happy birthday, Sly!
Hey!
That's a 16 in insight. How bad is it? Have people died?
I also got a 16.
Anyone else rolling?
Augie and I are
I
on
just
the-
presume people have died regardless, just with how the school's gone so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Cute. Okay.
Rules are in place. You will be, you'll be safe. The atlases are new. The messengers, we can track where you are. There's a
At all
lot of
times?
students. He nods. There's a lot of students, and sometimes there are accidents, and sometimes they are genuinely just accidents, even if we don't want them to be.
How often do these accidents happen?
Well, there were 2 incidents last year, and those are the first in a very long time.
Well, it sounds like it was all condensed to that 1 year, so we should be fine.
Exactly. That's the attitude. And
I hate to say, but if we do not go and see the doctor, he may kill us before we even get a chance to die to these
no,
activities.
no. There's no dying. No one's gonna die. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's a specific professor that was brought on to Strixhaven to help prevent these sorts of things from happening, and he's the best. We've been assured he's the best at what he does.
Aurelius.
No, no.
Oh.
No.
No?
Aurelius is an excellent investigator and an even better
Defense Against the Dark Mages teacher. We just have an adjunct professor, Professor Mahendra. Rakesh
Okay.
Mahendra.
Hendra.
Isn't that the guy that you knew, Nim?
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I did recognize
We
him.
ran into him.
We ran into him. That's
He
right.
was making Professor Olivine very uncomfortable.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like I met him at a party once.
Was he? That's interesting. He's here to help keep Strixhaven and make it a safer place.
So
Oh, that's fun. So the guy who is supposed to be making things safer is making things a little uncomfortable sometimes. Maybe he'll even out. Maybe things will work out.
Uncomfortable how?
Maybe it's just like an aura. It's like an energy.
Like looming over her, and she looked at us with the help me eyes.
He seemed very predatory.
He
Territorial.
like a cat.
he nods.
Right, like a cat. Just
Well, thank you for making me aware, but I will tell you that Professor Olivine is a ram, and Professor Rakesh, he is a feline persuasion, so it's a
It's just clashing. It's just clashing vibes.
it could be. I'll take a look. Thank you.
All right.
You'll be able to find the doctor's office on your maps. I am going to
wait. Before you go, you said we had to have one more. We have to pick somebody else to come here because there's 7 beds and it's empty.
Yes, I'm gonna go do something for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna come right back. I just need a.
You were going to get Apple's number.
And to be efficient on time, we're going to go stop by the doctors and say hello. And I'm sure everything will be fine.
Oh, yes, all of the professors, I promise, they are very safe. None of them are trying to harm you. Just like none of the students are trying to harm you here at Strixhaven. Strixhaven is an impeccable school. It
Can
is
I roll an insight?
I didn't know, an odd thing to say.
It
but
is an
sure.
incredibly safe place.
It is a relatively secure facility. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Has it been a minute since I cast Detect Thoughts?
Probably, yes.
Damn it. all right.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he dispelled it.
Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, while you're getting Apple's number, because we do need him while we go to the doctor to vouch for us, we can look at a wandering student that wasn't in a group of 6 like everyone else was supposed to.
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't
the
there
one
one
who joined
student-
Olivine.
Yeah.
We were thinking the same thing.
What,
Our minds are already melding.
with wings. You guys didn't see
I
his wings.
believe so, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, him and I, we had a little moment connection, you know, brothers with wings.
Did you?
Yeah, of
Is
course,
winged
brothers
people-
with wings. We can fly together. It's like an afternoon activity.
Are winged people birds of a feather or something within that effect?
I'm not a fucking bird, am I?
Oh, shit.
You can still fly.
Well, that's true, but I'm not a bird. I don't flap my
Is that-
wings. I flip. Difference.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to show us the difference later.
They don't look as nice when they fly than I do. I can put my hands in my pocket and go, oh, look at me. I'm like a fucking model in the air. But no, birds are just flap, 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 flap. Hollow wings and things like that.
I sense a little competition. Interesting.
It's not competition. It's just that you compare me to a bird, and that's not really nice. You know, it's kind of insulting.
Oh, but I think
Birds are beautiful, though.
Birds
We'll
are
have-
beautiful, but I'm also beautiful, all right? Look at me. God.
Stars are
Don't
beautiful
worry,
and
I'm
so are
putting it on the
flowers, but they're
docket.
2 different beautifits.
Stage a race between Finnick and a bird. I have it listed.
But I don't race. I just casual. You know, casual. I'll take you flying some. Actually, maybe not.
You know,
Finnick, I'm putting my money on you.
Are we deciding on that guy then?
I
don't
think
even
that'd be
look at
hilarious.
the file. I mean, there's people. There's got to be more students, right? What about the one you saw
We-
earlier? You said there was. Wasn't there? You talked about the one you saw when we were in the bog the thing.
Yes, there was the pink-haired cheerleader. I do like them. I don't know if there's any other first students. However, the purple-skinned, white-haired individual seemed highly amusing as well.
I think I heard the professor call her SETI or something. What about Apple? Can he live with us?
That would be grounding. Keep
That's
the
a
energy up.
choice.
What, you got a problem with
That's a choice.
He was nice.
Are we not regulated to other first years?
Is it first?
That's
year,
what I was
isn't it?
wondering.
Okay, well, fine. I'm just asking.
I don't know. Are we?
I value my
look.
sleep.
All right, let's take a look, shall we? Look at this.
Yeah, I would like a quiet roommate. I'm sure we're all quiet here, but let's keep that.
And you
That
can
vibe.
see their rumors if you would like to read them out loud.
I was about to plan to read all of the character sheets out loud, and you guys we can role play as we read it. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Alan, Anon, first year. A boy with big dreams and a heart full of hope despite his quiet demeanor. Heck, you guys are looking for quiet. Alan possesses a burning desire to succeed and make meaningful connections with others. Growing up unwelcome with others his age, Alan often found solace in books and daydreams, escaping into worlds of adventure and possibility, but beneath his shy exterior lies a fierce determination to break free from his shell and carve out a place for himself in the world. Astronomy Club. These are the clubs, by the way. Show Band Association. His job, he has a job at the Fire Jolt Cafe and the dormitories. And his backstory, rumor has it that Alan is at Strixhaven because he was sold to the headmaster.
What? That's a crazy rumor.
There seems to be crazy rumors swirling all
Definitely a
around this.
rumor.
There's rumors about us too. That's crazy. No.
It's the way school works. I've heard worse.
We can't have Apple, but I mean, he's a nice picture here, so... Oh, he looks really handsome in this picture, doesn't he?
Oh, look at how nice he is.
Do you want me to skip the third years? We can always go back at another time to read them. And just
Yeah,
Sure.
20 minutes.
Sure, because we can only read the. I mean, we can only have a first year, right? So
we can't have Kihojo? Damn.
because she's
I
a
was gonna
second
say
year.
Kahojo
She's
has
a
a silent,
second
strong
year.
demeanor. Okay.
He looks really tough. I really like her outfit. It's very nice.
Indeed.
Wow, she is... Wow. Something.
Setting
Oh.
first year, second time.
Wait, it counts.
Is that the one you said you saw? This is the same one, right?
Yes.
All right, let's read this.
Indeed.
SETI is a solitary figure. Their monstrous appearance is striking and unsettling. They use that appearance to frighten would-be bullies and oftentimes use it to their advantage. They would rather be alone than used. However, once they form an attachment, they cling, treasuring whatever relationship they have. I mean, I don't want to get
Sounds
bullied.
fun.
I mean, if they're here, no one's ever going to pick on us. No one's even going to come close. They're going to be like, oh no, look at that. Oh,
Are you
God."
worried about being picked on?
I'm not going to be picked on. I'm worried about you.
Have you looked at their rumor?
Oh, that's so funny.
I can look
They
at them.
They did seem very rambunctious.
True, but you said you want to quiet. Why is this saying the second time in first year? Did they fail the first time? Oh, that
looks like-
sucks. The
Maybe
Society of
they
Fire-
like-
Unfortunate rumor.
the
Maybe they
Dragon
liked the first year so much they're doing it again.
Seems to be doing something.
Dragon's Guard Historical Society, the job on campus grounds, and the Biblioplex. Backstory. Rumor has it that SETI has slept with every teacher at Strixhaven. It's said that they actually have STDs and are disgusting. Now, that's just rude. Just because you sleep with someone doesn't mean you're going to get STDs. And you know what? We're talking about real flirting here. Just saying, Laura, like that right there, that's a flirt. If she sleeps with me,
That's a little different than flirting.
what do you mean?
There's a difference between towing around and being straightforward.
Right, next student.
Oh, wow. They are really handsome. Wow.
Was this not the other one that was present?
Oh, this was our cheerleader.
How do you say this name?
Aurelius?
Aurelicus.
I know how to say it, guys.
Oh shit! Sorry.
That was a character.
You know, I will say, I don't meet very many artists that support other artists, so I would not mind him being around either. Him? I assume? I don't... Yes, him.
His name is Ari Lickus.
Aridicus.
Ari Lickus. Ari Lickus. Oh, that's
That
funny.
is an unusual name.
Lickus? Yeah, Lickus. Never mind. I won't say that aloud. I don't think that's a joke.
Everyone can have an inspiration. That was so good. Also, chat's like aggressively pink.
Lickus. I can't go.
Lickus dickus.
Lickus. I had to stop myself. Oh God, Christ. A paradox wrapped in enigma, with his piercing gaze and playful demeanor. What?
Nothing. Keep going. I spelled things wrong.
Yes. Aurelius Aurelius exudes an aura of mystery and depth that sets him apart from the crowd. He is both thoughtful and edgy. So edgy, guys. A rare combination that keeps others guessing. Despite his tendency to keep others at arm's length, Aurelius is fiercely loyal to those who earn his trust. Beneath his tough exterior lies a heart of gold, capable of great compassion and empathy for those he holds dear. He's not like the other first years. Look at that.
He seemed quite cowardly. Would that not have the opposite effect of your, the reason you said that city would be advantageous to us?
I mean, if they pick on him, they won't pick on us, right?
Well, there's two different type of strengths. There's physical strength, and then there's support strength, and I think he falls more into the second one.
Sly's laughing. Is laughing on stream. Unmute yourself so I can hear you.
I was just saying that, like, I'm so mean. We want
Get it out.
You know, she'll scare everyone else away, or they'll scare everyone else away, but we want Aurelius so that they'll beat him up instead of us.
That's rude. I'm not here for that.
That's awful. That's horrible. You're not supposed to say it out loud.
Oh, you just told me to say it out loud. I didn't say it as Finnick. I said it as Sly, because that's so funny. All right, well, I mean, like, we could check the rest of the room, all right? Let's see what he says. Live action role-playing guild. What the fuck is that?
Oh, just wait.
That's role playing.
Not role-playing. Is that some kind of thing you do with your, you know, significant other or somebody who's
Oh
singing?
my
it?
goodness,
I can
Finnick!
teach you sometime, Finnick.
Oh my god!
Really? And he
I
just, like, he has a half smile on his face. Really?
Oh,
I believe I have a book on this in my bag.
A book on role-playing?
Yeah, it's
Indeed.
Oh, I've never thought.
Go ahead,
it's
Lorelai.
not- It is not like. It's more of improv acting in a setting that is not always sexual. I swear everyone here is either nervous or horny or both. Y'all need to calm down.
I resent that.
Nervously
As he takes a sip of hot cocoa, I resent that.
I'm not nervous.
You have been nervous this entire time. Don't lie to me.
I'm not nervous. I was just making a comment, trying to lighten the mood because everybody's so fucking serious.
Yeah, I know. It's actually quite concerning. Anyways,
I'm mostly hungry.
that's valid. Me too, actually. I might take some tea. But anyways, yeah, I would put this more into the arts and less into the... I guess technically sexual actions can also be a form of art, but that's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Okay, regardless, live action role playing guild game thing, is that like just pretending to be like knights in shining armor and stuff?
A little bit. It depends on how you want to play as a character. You basically pick a character, there's usually a setting of some sort, and then you just improv from there.
Oh my god, you're talking about. Oh wait, what was that game called again?
Is there money in it?
Dragons and Dungeons?
No, not that one. That one's like. How old are you? That's been around forever. Now they got a better one nowadays.
This one's out of my range of knowledge, sorry.
Well, I don't remember what it's called either.
Humans and
Aurelica seems
office
like a good
buildings.
choice.
Humans? Oh,
Humans in cubicles.
oh, it's called Fairies and Oaks. That's what it's called, Fairies and Oaks. You guys got that, right? Everyone's got Fairies and Oaks.
I've actually heard of that one.
You've
I
heard it.
haven't.
It's amazing. Look at that.
Yeah. Me and some friends of mine would play dice in the alley, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
carry that one where I'm from.
Oh, that's
I'm not familiar with that one either.
maybe he knows about it. He could introduce us to live action role playing
Right.
things.
Anyway, we're getting distracted, yeah? We should keep
right.
going.
All right.
Aurelica
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a
totally.
bad choice.
Meat
I
tower.
agree.
Well, I just want to look at everyone before we make our decision.
I'm with you.
agree.
Rumor has it that Relicus' parents are tieflings and that he was rejected by them due to his half-elf appearance. Hold on, this sounds familiar, Dolly. It's said that he taught himself all he knows and may have cheated to get into Strixhaven. Dun, dun, dun.
That just means
What-
he's
what's-
resourceful, right?
The best part of it is like he's the opposite of
Call out to Dark Rain, Caltrin.
I know, right? I was just I was like, wait a second.
but this has been longer than Dark Rain, but I love it. So
I didn't know his backstory.
yeah, it was a surprise. It's okay.
Like shit. This
Yeah.
is Calvin. Hilarious. Okay. Relicus, nice. I mean, oh man. Beautiful. Really. Look at that hair.
Oh.
It's the best color. Green is the best. I love green.
I do as well.
I love green. so aggressive about it.
I believe that I had spotted her towering over several students in the orientation, if I recall correctly.
Little.
Oh, the other way around.
Tiny. Got lost.
Being towered over by
Correct.
several students.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Despite any obstacles that come her way.
Tail-
What did you
Talon.
Taylin, okay. Taylin remains undaunted, viewing challenges as exciting opportunities for growth and adventure. Her free-spirited nature and spontaneous energy make her the life of the party, as she effortlessly charms everyone she meets with her genuine warmth and kindness.
She's a kitty. Mouse.
She seems nice enough.
Indeed. Straightforward.
She's green. Perfect.
I love her.
I'm very fascinated with your standards.
She Mage Tower Cheer Squad, Dead Languages Society, Show Band Association. She works at the Strixhaven Stadium and the Biblioplex. Rumor has it that Taylin cannot control her magic and started her home ablaze. It said her twin sister perished in that. It says her twin sister perished in that fire. It's also rumored that her magic is some deep family secret and that her parents didn't want to send her to Strixhaven, but they had no choice with the fire. Wow. Wow.
If that's true, that's quite tragic.
I hope it's not true for her sake.
Well, there's a reason they're called rumors.
Students will make up anything here, huh?
Sounds fine. I kind of feel bad though. I mean, if her sister really did die, that's really sad. That's really sad.
She may be very sad herself, very lonely.
Not being able to.
Very
control her
quiet.
Well, it says life of the party, so either the rumor's not true or she's hiding something.
Oftentimes, the biggest scars can be hidden by a
With the
very
biggest
large smile.
I agree.
That's very true. Should we keep scrolling then?
Sorry, I was sneezing.
God bless you,
Thank you.
Which one?
all of them.
Blessings upon you from the gods. Is this the fairy wing one?
No.
Okay.
Those are angel wings, baby.
Got you. Good. She's in second. You can't do anything about her. Clicking off. Whoa.
He's a third year.
Oh my god, he's got a green cloak. I'm in.
I love green.
I love green.
Well, if I ever need to get you a gift, I know it needs to be green.
Daybreak Grey, the charming Casanova with a smile that could melt even the coldest of hearts. With his suave demeanor and irresistible charisma, Daybreak is a master of the art of seduction. See, now Lorelai, this man right here.
I was about to say, it seems like you two are birds of a feather, but he's not a bird or
Dude,
have
you called me a
wings.
bird again.
I didn't call you a bird. It's an.
Can you just say like berries of a feather or something?
But you don't have feathers.
The more you protest it, the more it's going to get locked into people's heads.
Like the Pee-Pee Pact.
Oh,
Love it.
no.
Amazing.
No, I will leave. I will leave. That is a promise.
Effortlessly captivating anyone who crosses his path, beneath his smooth exterior lies a vulnerability born from past heartaches and insecurities. Yet, he masks his pain with a carefree front, refusing to let anyone see the cracks in his armor.
See, I was thinking either you guys would be the best buddies or your competition. Either way, it'll be fun.
August, is this one not reminiscent of the person you described briefly seeing to Apple?
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's the one I saw. I saw just them for a flit of a moment. But
so
they,
quick.
it might be them.
Anyone find a
Nim takes another sip of hot cocoa. Not him. I hate green.
Oh,
He's kind of Nim's kind of smirking.
I was unaware.
That is just rude. You literally have a green man right here beside you who you said is in your PP pact, Nim. And green.
No, that's not a choice. He's choosing to wear green.
oh, so are the
Okay, then
others.
What about my wings? What about my eyes?
It's
You don't
a
like my eyes,
style thing.
then? And what? Wearing what color? What are you? You're not. You're wearing black and white.
Neutral colors, classic. Never go out of style.
Fine. Not everyone can like perfection. That's fine.
Ah, I'm making it up. I don't want to room with someone's the master of seduction.
Are you nervous?
Nervous? No, I just want to get a decent night's sleep.
That's what privacy curtains are for. And he
I
winks
feel like it
at
was still up in the air whether it was soundproof.
Well, I mean, we can always learn a spell or something to make it soundproof.
Indeed.
See?
Takes
You're
another
worried
sip of hot
about it.
cocoa.
You really
Are
love
we all dying?
maybe. Okay, fine. Rumor has it that Daybreak is looking for a partner to bring home to his spirit clan and that he's already offered his hand in marriage to Professor Olivine and Professor Havelock.
Oh,
Whoa. Talk about flirtatious.
now that is a proper rumor.
Wonder if they're aware that Seti may have slept with them.
Well, we can always just ask. I mean, is it really any of our business to know who sleeps with who, but the marriage thing is dramatic. I don't know. Find it fun.
This last person doesn't have a year.
Oh. I think we found your fairy.
I believe that is the one that I saw in the tree.
The minute you open it, the black veins in her wings that slowly descend into a bit of shimmering purple, Finnick. There's a fear that clenches in your heart. And you swallow audibly.
Not her. What?
Can
Not her.
Wearing green.
Can we just skip her? Is that fine? I'm just gonna turn the page. We don't need to read about her.
She's the last
Listen,
one
if
in
you
the
hate
file.
legs,
I
I
don't
get
want
it,
that.
it's fine.
It's fine. She doesn't. We could choose somebody else. I think we should go with the flipping this. We should go with this one. Yeah, brand.
All of you have these files on your atlases as you're following along, and the rumor has it that Mist is actually an unseelie fae that came to Strixhaven as a spy. The words melt, overlaying what was actually there. And instead it says, she's even sometimes kept in a birdcage by Professor Rakesh.
You all saw the spy bit, right?
Yes.
Must be a piss poor spy.
Yeah,
If you're gonna get sound out like that.
When the being kept in a cage part's pretty fucked, though.
The next
I
time you
agree.
look at it,
I guess unless it's consensual.
the words are
Oh.
gone,
Oh.
and there is nothing on her backstory.
Okay, I'm not the only one that saw that, correct?
It's mysterious as fuck.
Indeed. Huh.
Personally, I find it more curious that Finnick seems very opposed to this person.
I also
Your
agree.
wings are much more similar than the one of the bird. You seemed quite offended by the bird comments. Why would you not be more comfortable with someone more similar?
You see Finnick's wings just come back and like lie flat against his back. He just walks over to the edge of the bed and pulls something over so it covers his wings completely. No reason, just didn't like the look in her eyes. She looked boring. That's all. Boring. Yeah.
But they're very green.
Nah, it's fake.
I would like to look and see if I could tell if they're similar to Phoenix. Like the same green?
No.
No.
Nim's gonna sit over by Finnick and say, I think Finnick's just come around to my way of thinking. No green. Stylistically looking at Cassius.
No, sorry, Cassie's. I'll say green is what color? I hate it. That's it. I'll rip my own eyes out. I can change my color to blue. I don't know.
So we
Green,
have
nope.
2 violent no's on 2 students.
Oh, I didn't care about the other one. I was goofing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I insight check that?
Oh, please.
That is 19. Did you lie to me?
Did you lie to me?
There's like 1% of this guy kind of ticks me off.
Mm-hmm.
Who I ticked you off?
But not as much as he let on originally.
Who ticked you off? Me?
No.
No. The cute little Swifty green crow.
The master of seduction.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Is there a little jealousy?
Very lofty.
Oh, I see. Fuck that guy. He can't out Casanova the Casanova.
I'm not a Casanova.
Then there should
I
be...
just think the kind of person who goes around calling himself the master of seduction would be an exhausting person to hang out with.
The second time you flip through the pages, the only information you have is their name and what class they're in.
Whoa, what?
Does anyone else seem concerned that we're gaining and losing information very quickly?
There's been a lot of concerning things that's happened today alone, so I'm not really surprised anymore.
I wish I could say that. But regardless, before we have Professor Wick get back, do we have, I don't know, our top 2?
It's a good question. I'm
indifferent.
They all seem like wonderful individuals that would probably all be great in their own right. It's hard to choose. We've already had to choose one person today, and
we've had to do a lot of choices for something that really shouldn't be our choice.
Well, for choosing anyway, I'll put in my little list. Alan
got
seems like a prime choice. Quiet, neat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my first choice there. SETI, I think I caught maybe a couple things they said during our little scuffle in the bog, and seems loud. Seems a
I'm
bit
gonna go with that.
chaotic, perhaps. Also from the dossier. I don't know. The home is where the hearth is. I kind of want to relax here, have some hot cocoa, but maybe not a bad choice. Aurelius seems pretty cool.
I like the feather man because he's quiet and likes books, and you said we want a quiet, and he's nice, I guess. He looks nice. I don't mean it that way. I mean, he just said he was nice. He smiled at me.
I think I get
Nice.
it. You like the feather man.
I mean, I don't want feathers. I told you that already. But yeah, he's nice.
You like Alan. You're with me. Fist bump.
It's, right.
Anyone else?
They all seem amusing in their own right.
I mean, if that's what majority votes, yes, I'm fine with it.
My top choice personally would be Taylin. But I know
Okay.
that you are very opposed to green, so I suppose settling on Alan would be acceptable.
Oh no.
Let's
Let's talk about Taylin.
She's
her.
got big personalities. Personality.
Her story seemed like someone who may be in more need than they would let on. That is all.
Okay,
Like
I'm getting
she could-
swayed.
Like she could use a friend. Or
Indeed.
6.
She seems like the type that would blend with us.
You don't think that everyone else needs a friend? Do you not remember Aurelius saying he got kicked out by his parents?
Saying they all need friends is the problem.
Listen.
I like all of them.
We'll be everyone's friend. Let's not get it twisted.
They
And I
just
mean,
can't
think
all
about
stay in the
time that
room.
Alan was sold to the headmaster. I mean, that's a connection, right?
That
This is
doesn't
true.
seem legal.
I mean, it is just a rumor. We don't know how much of this is true. Ay.
Well, it seems like we have a bit of overlap so far. A couple of people have not voiced their opinion yet.
Again, I'm indifferent.
Okay. Well, you know, I've been convinced maybe Taylin, and with Alan, we can just invite Alan over for some hot cocoa and obviously no wine, unfortunately, even though we look awesome in front of our fire, swirling wine. How bendable do you think the rules are given certain days? Like,
I think it depends
what was
on
that
the
about
professor.
weekends?
They
Weekends
just
are
said not on school nights.
Not on school nights.
Mm-hmm.
A whole new world of possibilities has opened up for all of us. Let's invite people over, you know? We'll have Taylin as a, you know, who actually stays here. And then, you know, whoever we feel like hanging out with, we'll pull them over if we think they need friends.
I do not wish my opinion to trump the majority, and it seems to have chosen Alan. Unless the rest agree, I do not wish to step out of line.
I'm not stepping out of line.
All opinions matter, Cassius. All of them. Yours included.
I think you made a compelling argument. Not that we're arguing.
Of course not. I appreciate a civil discussion.
We good with Taylin? Maybe we invite Alan over for hot cocoa and jambalaya next week?
Well, the question is, was she already in a group of 6? Because we know Alan wasn't.
And neither was.
Aurelius.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're the better group anyways, isn't that right?
Indeed.
It's gonna be a little weird having the 6 of us in the same class and our poor extra roommate not being part of the group, but you know what? It's fine. We'll just make them feel welcome when we're here in the room.
I mean, the whole situation of the rooming, and honestly, this whole school has been strange, but that's, I guess, besides the point.
Yeah, it's a magic school. Things are gonna get a little weird. I mean, look at what happened the first day. I think I'm still dying.
I find that concerning.
You know what? Me too.
Finn pats
Right.
on your back. There, you'll be fine. For now.
I hope so.
So Taylin, the choice for the roommate, and then the rest of them will just be friends with and invite over for hangout and study sessions, maybe?
That sounds amazing to me.
I'm all right with that.
You do not object to the additional green in the room?
No, I don't object to the additional green in the room.
I'm glad to hear.
That's good. I was just getting ready to get my green tunic out.
Oh,
You know what? I think you would look amazing in a green tunic.
I was starting to feel a little pressure to change my hair.
All right, how do we... Oh, we're waiting for Professor Witt to come back, and then we'll tell him, right? It's
Indeed.
been 20 minutes, yeah? It's
real
been
quick,
way more.
if we do have a quick minute, Finnick, I would like to inquire as to why you stopped Nim from telling Wit what was going on. Were we not going to
Is it
inform him?
safe?
Hi, yeah.
Let me find out.
Oh yeah, I
Finnick
would.
turns
I
back to
figured I
the
would
plan.
talk to Finnick about that later in private, but
Finnick turns back to the plan.
might as well.
He says, "Can we talk now?"
I need everybody to make a perception check.
That is a 4 for me. Back to the low rolls.
17.
Also 17.
Me too.
5.
We got our
Nope, not
three
you, Finnick.
17s.
Okay.
Okay, so the 17s are gonna catch this. Finnick, as you turn to talk to the plant, the room dims ever so slightly. Just the most marginal, smallest dim. And then the plant whispers to you. Only you can keep each other safe. Danger comes to Strixhaven. And we're gonna end there for tonight.
Oh, shit!
Cute. Man, I was about
Ooh-wee.
to cast Detect Magic, but maybe next time.
Oh, that thought.
How very foreboding.
You know,
Oh, that was so cool.
I don't go to school anymore. You know, maybe I'll just go back home.
We're gonna get torn apart by the Panther Professor. We're gonna get beaten half to death by the other students, and the plants are gonna choke us out. Let's go!
Oh, and the doctor is
Oh,
not
that
going
sounds
to
sexual.
doctor.
Sorry.
The doctor may or may not sacrifice us.
It's fine.
Oh, we're
Might
getting so
take our organ.
sacrificed.
Super sacrifice, guys.
Bring it
Super
on.
sacrifice. We're doomed.
Oh
Dead.
yeah.
All of the threats.
See,
was
what
so
we gotta
fun.
do is we gotta pit all of the people who want to kill us against each other. Make them wait in line. We go out and we get tacos.
I love tacos.
Oh,
Tune in
Wait,
next
you have to
time
bring that up.
on the same channel
Me.
for more mystery to be unraveled. For this is only beginning. There is magic within and danger to be had. I'm your storyteller, and this is Strixhaven.
Woo!
Yes!
And find out if we get tacos as well.
Tacos.
It's still Taco Tuesday for me.
It's almost
Technically
2
for me
a.m.
as well.
Wow.
For 20 more minutes.
1 more minutes, and then it's
Run to
2
Taco Bell.
a.m.
Happy birthday, Sly. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Sly.
Happy birthday.
I actually muted for a second because I had to wish my dad a happy birthday as well.
Yeah! Happy birthday to Nathan's dad! Super cool! Yeah! Thanks for playing D&D with me on my birthday, guys.